Click. Where is it? Here. Come on, synchronize. There we go. Okay. Now I just gotta see if it pops up on Twitch correctly. It should in a minute. Yeah, it is. Might take a minute. I'll just give it a minute to load up. Yeah, this should be live right now. Yeah, there we go. It's finally working properly. So, I am playing Heroes of Hammerwatch. Not on my mobile device. I mean, I can move the mouse around on my mobile device. Oh, that's how I changed the aiming. Okay. But yeah, playing this on a mobile device, while possible, is a little hard. So I'm playing it on my computer, which is streaming to my mobile device. And right now I was planning on doing a run in the pyramid on NG+5. So, let's swap out you for you. I'll leave you here. Okay. So, for anyone not familiar with this game, it is the best game that was ever made, ever. And as you can see by my large amount of hours on it, I have like 870. Oh, no, not that one. So this game is basically like an 8-bit Diablo game. It's a randomly generated dungeon. You have a character that levels up and a bunch of items you can get that like remain the same items. And there's a bunch of different upgrades that I'm kind of just willy-nillying through because I have 870 hours on this game, but if anyone shows up and is interested in this game, I'd be more than happy to explain everything. And I'm hoping that I can figure out how to also upload this to YouTube afterwards, and I might do some streams exclusively on YouTube. Still deciding on that, still thinking about how that's going to work. Do I have everything here? I have my drinks, I have my fountain, I have my statues, I have all the items, and I have the right NG. It's now time to buy a bunch of ore. Because investing in rocks is the best thing you could ever do with your money. I mean, they won't ever go bad, right? Okay. So, NG+5. Okay, here we go. We're gonna hop into this, and I'll just be babbling on to myself, hoping that someone will drop on down. I love how I can even get all of like the perfect sound synchronization. I'm really happy that I can do this all on my mobile device. It's kind of handy. But so in this game mode, this is the expansion for this game, the pyramid. You go into you bust into little sarcophagus chambers, and as you just saw, I took 3 items, and the reason I didn't take all of them is because the more items you take in this game mode from the sarcophagi, that's the plural word, down there, the more curses you get. And if we look under effects here, being cursed is bad. We have a chance to miss and a chance to take critical damage on all of our sources. Now the chance that it says there isn't actually the chance that it'll be, because there's this really cool stat in the game called luck. It's probably the most OP thing that currently exists in this game, and while it makes the game fun, it also makes the game pretty easy. I don't know, I think it's okay. And luck basically increases all the chances of your outcome rules, like I have a 25% chance to evade here, or like my skill crit chance or my crit chance, but it'll decrease the chance of your curse effects going off. So I don't know exactly how much 8 luck does for the curse. I know how much it boosts positive numbers by. If I had 8 luck, stuff would be 50% more likely to go off. But I'm not sure if it has the same application to the curses. But anyways, ignore armor or get evasion. Evasion with high luck is always very helpful, so I think I'll go with that. So as you can see, we're roaming around in the desert, and my beefy boy's doing some fancy stuff here. His 4 different attacks are... oh, wait, let me not be swarmed by things. Okay, is this a place where I can not get swarmed for a minute? Okay, so my 4 different attacks as a thief is my free attack, or my primary attack. This one is the only one that costs no mana, and it's a little dagger slash, and it throws out arrows sometimes because of one of my my statues here, this Kyra, 50% chance to fire 2 arrows out, and that 50% chance is again boosted by luck, so it's actually like 75% of the time. I have throwing knives, which is my main damage dealer. It throws out a bunch of knives. You're supposed to use it like a shotgun so that you can hit one target with a bunch of them, but you can also attack with range, which is kind of nice being a mostly melee character other than this. And I have a grappling hook that I can use to travel distances by hook-shotting onto enemies or onto walls, or like other objects like rocks or trees. There aren't very many objects to grapple hook onto in this area, but there are a few. And also, any enemy that I collide with when I'm grapple hooking is stunned for, what is it, 1 1/4 seconds. It's very specific. And, well, now I need to go back and get the map piece. Because with the map piece, I'm now able to find the right path to go to the pyramid. Without the map piece, you'd have to fight, like, a bunch of really annoying enemies in a sandstorm, and you don't really get anything extra out of fighting those enemies in a sandstorm, other than the experience for them, I suppose, but there's way better ways to get experience than to do this. Okay, so this little rupee thing right here, this little diamond-shaped, looks like a rupee from Zelda, this will be important to remember later on, as we will be going into the second act. This is the desert, it's Act 1, and we're going to be going into the lower pyramid, which is Act 2, and we are going to have to remember that later for a puzzle to get a free item. I think it's guaranteed an uncommon or higher. It can be all the way up to the top tier item, legendary. Also, that item that I just got, the monster manual, super helpful. There's a lot of enemies in this game, like probably 2/3 to 3/4 of them are undead, and being able to do more damage to them and get more experience is a really nice, like, double whammy. Especially when you actually still need experience points and you haven't hit the level cap yet. That's when it's most especially useful. So, I don't know how long these runs are going to take. It's only NG5, which in this day and age is nothing amazing. The run might take about an hour because I play this game a little slower than some people do. And, oh, okay, so this magical golden piece of paper over here is a blueprint for my statues. Now you may notice that I have this statue at level 7, this at level 6, and this at level 7. And now I have this level 8 blueprint for one of the other statues. Now every statue has like a build effect, which is like the immediate level 1, this is always here. And every time you upgrade the statue, there's a second like passive bonus that gets upgraded to the higher level your statue is. Like if we look at If we look at Kyra here, the passive effect is you get a faster primary with the chance to shoot at the arrows, and then every time you upgrade Kyra, the damage of the arrows increases a little bit, the base damage of it. So yeah, other than that, other things to talk about. Because I now live on a different plane of existence from my old self, and I'm able to play computer games while streaming them off of my iPad, I will probably play a lot more of my Steam library. I have a couple of games that I would really like to stream for everyone. I would like to stream, I have some platformers. I have, obviously, this game. I have some strategy games. I don't have that many. I have a few games on Steam. I will likely get more as time passes and money is made. But for now, tonight, we're streaming this game. It's probably one of my most played, if not the most played game ever for me. So looks like we're done. We'll look around at the map to check. And the exit is right over this way, so we're going to head on out. And we're now in the second floor. So, the way this game is structured, we'll have 3 floors of relatively the same things. We're going to have 3 floors of barren desert. Then we're going to have 3 floors in the lower pyramid, and then lastly we'll have 3 floors in the upper pyramid. And then there's also the tower, which is like the main base game, what this thing started as. But this is part of the DLC. If you own this game and you do not have the DLC, you should totally get it, because it makes you an unbelievable, like, beastly strong. It basically makes you like God himself. Because these statues, right, they have no limit to what level you can get them to. You can get this statue to theoretically like level 50 and like flatten things just by walking on them. Okay, maybe not literally walking on them, but like metaphorically, you can flatten them by walking along them. In order to get the blueprints, you also got to play higher difficulties, so it has a little bit of a trade-off, but not a huge trade-off. Okay. I wonder where the merchant is. He's usually somewhere around the center of the map. I also wonder if anyone's going to join. That'd be like super neat. What do I have for viewers right now? What does it say? I have 2 viewers. They're probably both bots. Yeah, they are. Well, hang on, I'm gonna go text one of my friends that I'm streaming, and maybe they'll be able to watch me. And yeah, alright. Hang on, sorry about this, I just gotta do the things. Alright. Oh, and I didn't even finish going over my skills earlier. That's something I forgot to do. Okay, so my last skill is a smoke bomb. Let me get a few enemies here. So I stun the enemies for 4 seconds. And you see there's also a little smoke cloud. While I'm in this smoke cloud, I get an extra chance to evade attacks. And if you are playing with friends, they will also get an extra chance to evade attacks while standing in your smoke cloud. It disappears after 4 seconds, but you can pop down another one pretty quickly. I think the cooldown's only like 5 seconds. Yeah, it's like probably 5 seconds on the smoke bomb. And there is an item that decreases your skill cooldown by a certain amount. It's like 10%, so you can make it... You'll basically almost always be able to have the smoke cloud up if you have enough mana. As well as there's a statue that decreases it by 20%. I think then you'd always be able to have the smoke cloud as long as you had enough mana. But I don't really like that statue for this character because I already throw the knives pretty quickly. And the statue's other effect isn't overly helpful for this character because it adds damage to the skills based on how much they cost. But none of my thief skills are really expensive, and honestly, even only one of my skills even does damage. The grappling hook and the smoke bomb do not do any damage. They're just utility. Also, if you see me, like, doing this a lot, and it's annoying you, I'm sorry. It's just naturally what I do. It's so that I can look at the map as I'm playing, and I click it a lot so that I always know that I'm not walking into something I've already gone to. But yeah, it's almost the summertime, so you can expect some streams coming from me over the summer. Alright, so that barrel that I just got, that said hammer time on it, and then like a really neat little effect, that is not active right now. That is a resource that gets sent back to my town. That is a drink barrel, and that will be sent up to town, and I will now have extra charges of that. Oh shoot. I'll now have extra charges of that drink that I can use later. I want more ore, please. And map piece. Yeah, maybe I could have taken more armor and health, but my armor's already okay. Reload. Yeah, that should be about it. Okay, we are not heading up, we're heading to the left. As you can see, there's like a little map icon up here, and that is pointing to the direction that we must go if we do not want to encounter the threat that will annoy the heck out of me. And is perhaps, even in some situations, what it would be classed as dangerous. So you may have been noticing that every time I get hit, my mana bar just drops completely. I feel like I should explain that. There's this drink that I like called Kinetic Kiss. I use it whenever I am spamming skills in a character, which is kind of what I'm doing on this guy. I'm like throwing out these knives a lot. The reason I take it is because it lets you restore a lot of mana while walking around, and this effect is enhanced by having more movement speed. So that's always a good combo to get with this. And every drink has a downside. And the downside for this one is that you lose all your mana when you get hit. I don't find that too bothersome because you restore a lot of it really quickly anyway, and like I said, my knives are cheap. It's not like I need to stockpile a lot of mana at once. And I also have a bunch of other drinks, mainly built for making me an unbelievably strong skill caster. You could also go for, like, the primary attack setup on Thief, but I prefer throwing knives around because, well, because I might be a psychopath. I'm probably not. I wouldn't throw knives in real life, okay? If I tried throwing knives in real life, I'd probably just miss and, like, drop them all. Like, this guy can throw 10 knives out of, like, one hand. Tell me, like, one other human being that, from literally anywhere, that can throw 10 knives out of one hand. Anyone else here? Doesn't look like it, but that's okay. You know, just stream to have fun. Unless if you're dependent on money from it, then if there's no one watching, that's kind of bad. But I'm not dependent on money from this, so that is okay. Yeah, and as you may be able to tell, when you're using the kinetic kiss drink, being poisoned is the worst thing ever, because you take pieces of damage continuously over a few seconds, which basically means you can't cast skills for that period of time. Real exciting stuff. Really fun, just helplessly walking around and not being able to do hard damage. Ooh, lucky charm, that's good. So now I have 10, now I have 15 luck. Oh yeah, because I have a monolith effect. Monoliths, by the way, are little temporary buffs that you get. Oh shoot, I'm absolutely taking that. That was tempting, but like, I already evade enough. Come on, give me 4,000 so I can get that map piece. Even though I probably don't need it. Give it to me because I want it. I want it. There we go. Map piece. We're heading up, which is fine with me. Oh, and these little yellow bottles here, they remove 1 curse each. I don't know if you probably clued into that. I would assume so. But yeah, if you ever get those, you can remove curses. And now I have no more curses, so I can't use it. There might be another sarcophagus around. Ooh, a free item. That's pretty good. More health and more armor, because there's like set bonuses based on how many pieces of the set you have. It's gotta be a thing in other games, right? It's gotta be a thing in at least one other game, somewhere. Yeah, item sets, so that you're even more OP than you already are. Tower shields, that's a defense item that is pretty decent. Pretty good decent. I like making sound effects to the music. Okay, this is getting a little bit boring going in this desert. I'm not saying the game's boring, but like every game gets boring after too much of the same thing. That's why we're gonna leave the desert now. Because although this game is fun, the desert is my least favorite part of this campaign. I don't care much for it past the first floor. Okay, so this is our first boss fight. This worm is underground sometimes, and now he's not underground, and now he is. That's a great description of this boss. So I'm trying to follow him because, well, now he's off screen, but if you hit his face, you do more damage than if you hit, like, his side or his tail. So hopefully he'll pop his head out again, and yeah, now I'm, like, shredding him because I'm hitting him right in the head. He should also, like, just pop out and keep his head still. Yeah, like this. Now, this is the best time to hit him, because his head's just right here, ready for the taking. Right for the pickings. And now he's almost dead, so we can just kill him. And that is our first boss fight. It's probably supposed to be harder than that, but I'm also level 62. So, yeah. We've got Staff of Unstable Casting and Potholm, so that's a extra skill crit chance. And we can block little arrows from some enemies. There are a lot of enemies in this game that shoot arrows or other like blockable projectiles. That's a potion upgrade, that's kinda eh. By the way, potions, when I use a, here let me show you. Whenever I use a potion, I have a little genie friend. You get a little genie friend from beating the game. These are potion charges, so I can get my potion charge back. And right here you can see I summoned my little genie friend, and he does 100 magical damage per blast. This is like a base value. It's increased by your skill power. And attack power increases your primary. And also my little laser that you saw probably going off. And the arrows that come out. Nothing else though. Skill power increases everything else, including this potion. And yeah, every time you beat a new difficulty level of the pyramid, your potion, well, the first time you beat it, you unlock the potion, and then every time you beat it after that, your potion gets upgraded a little. You get 10 more damage, 10 more base damage on the genie, and he lasts for 2 more seconds. So if you really want to push in the pyramid, you can have your genie last for like 3 minutes. Yay. Okay, so this is the constellation puzzle. It was a rupee from Legend of Zelda. Not exactly so, but that's what I remember. Okay, great. So now this gives me oh, right. I'm using my item mod, so you'll have silly little descriptions on the items like this that don't actually tell you much about the item. This isn't actually what the items descriptions say in the base game. This is a mod that I designed. Or rather, more like a translation, because that's technically more accurately what it is, as a translation. And yeah, I did it just to be humorous. It's not really, like, meant to improve your gameplay at all, but it's meant to make you chuckle a little bit. And if anyone has this game and you want this mod, you can find it in the workshop. It's called Incredible Item Inscriptions, made by me, AJL828. And I hope you enjoy it. I think it's pretty funny. I'm also planning on, hopefully sometime in the next few days, either updating it or making another one to do the same thing for the character skill descriptions, like all your attacks and your passives. I didn't even talk about my character's passives. Without the character passives, I'm not so sure if I'd be able to be so ballsy with this character. Ooh, a rare item. Enemies now can explode sometimes. Like when they explode, that's a cue for one of you to explode. There, that one exploded. And another drink. That's okay. That was a common. The other one was golden because it was rare. And the uncommon ones are like whitish silver. There's like a barrel with a whitish silver lining on it. I don't know exactly how to describe it. And here we go, sarcophagus time. So yeah, this area of the campaign has more sarcophagi. There's more of them than the first area, and ooh, I want these two. So it'll increase my base damage. So it's a 16, but I have 7 because of 2 from this item and 5 from this one. And that also applies to my laser. My laser is a base damage of 12, and now it's going up to 19. Yeah, it's pretty good. And also when I hit stuff with either the laser or my daggers, they get like slowed down, so that's kind of cool too. Whoa! He hit me. I feel very abused right now by this mummy. Whoa! Oh yeah, these mini boss mummy guys are like the most irritating enemy in this whole game. They throw little green skulls at you that go like, ooh, and they drop these traps when they're killed in higher difficulties as well. On New Game Plus 2 and higher, they start to do that. And they add permanent curses to you, except you don't get any sort of long-term benefit like when you do when you take the items. You just get cursed and the game laughs at you because you're cursed. There's no potions up there. Yeah, thankfully I have a luck stat of only 10 now because unfortunately my buff wore off. It's only temporary. But a luck stat of 10 is still very good. All of my like percentage chance rolls should happen a lot more often than what they're listed as. That's kind of good. Okay, this is when stuff gets scary, ladies and gentlemen. Boulders on higher difficulties oh, that's an epic item. So I get a lot of extra health and mana out of it, and it also takes curses off in the set effect. Oh, and also the inscription on this item is like the best thing ever. Inscribed with the words, "We will rock you" for some reason, because you know the reference to Queen, the band. It's so funny. I'm so proud of myself for coming up with that one. But yeah, that was an epic item. You only have a 10% chance to get that out of the gold chest. We just got really lucky. Now I have a lot more health and mana, so I can feel a lot more comfortable. Oh, okay, a great threat response. So, in acts of the game, I think like all acts of the Pyramid Campaign and acts 3 to 6 of the normal game, the Tower, every so often a great threat can still... Well, in Act 1 of the Pyramid, it's constantly going, but that's only if you pick the wrong path, and I never do that. I definitely don't stupidly pick the wrong path because I refuse to look at the map properly. But, yeah, it's just a couple of enemies. Most of the time it's nothing too bad. When you're first playing, it can be kind of scary. Because when you're first encountering it in Act 3, it's a bunch of ghosts, and the ghosts are kind of hard to hit because they're silly and dumb. But that's okay, they're ghosts. They're supposed to be hard to hit. I guess. I don't know. What is this thing that is over here? Is it a cursed potion, maybe? Oh, it's a bunch of ore. That's fine with me, too. I love chowing down on some golden glowing rocks, you know what I'm saying? just my favorite thing. Yeah, Ore, ever since, well, if you don't have the DLC, Ore isn't super important, but if you do have the DLC, Ore is unbelievably important, because Ore is what you use to make your statues very OP. Ore is what you need to get your statues upgraded and get their passive bonuses higher, and the costs for upgrading your statues grow a lot. They grow exponentially. You can build a statue for 100, but now to upgrade it to like level 8, I have to pay like 2,000 or something. I don't know. I don't remember the exact numbers, but yeah, something around 2,000. That's the end of this floor, so I'm gonna head on forward now. And this is free because glass walks exist. That is one of the effects I took in the fountain. Glass walks lets you get through some traps a lot more easily, and it also lets you grab otherwise unreachable chests in some areas, which is the main reason why I take it. And also because, yeah, some of the traps are dumb. So it's a nice double whammy. Oh, that's don't worry about that. That's just my mobile games. That's just my silly mobile games. Alright. Looking pretty good. I mean, is there ever a Thief run that doesn't look pretty good? Yeah, Thief is a very damage-potent character, as you may have figured out from my very high amounts of damage. Sword of Kings! Oh, that's good. That's another damage item. Oh, here's the shopkeeper. What do we got? Ooh. I'll take this because ooh, shoot. Ooh. I have to think. I really have to think. Okay, I want this for more resistance and skill power. I think I want these two. Because movement speed is nice for restoring mana. But I just got the Queen Tiara, so I have a lot of... Okay, here. I'll let the thing explain for me. It restores it based on what your max mana is, so if you have higher max mana, it restores more. So I think I should be good for mana recovery. So I'll take the, some damage and some more damage. Because I want the final boss to absolutely be annihilated to make it look like I'm super good at this game. I mean, I'm okay at this game. I would not argue that I'm at least okay at this game. I know what everything does, more or less. Okay. Ooh, another evasion item, that's cool. And more damage. And another orb, which will give me more damage in combo. This is a great item, but... No. No thanks. I have 532 health, and I evade probably more than half the damage that I get hit with, so it's not really justifiable to take that item. I still haven't even gone over my character's passive. I really should ought to do that. Okay, so my character's first passive, Sidestep. It grants passive evasion, like a passive 25% chance at evasion against all hits. And it also gives me 1 guaranteed evasion every 3 seconds. Which is the main reason why I can be so ballsy with the Thief and kind of get away with it. Because I evade, I get basically a free hit every 3 seconds. And if you're careful enough to dodge a good amount of attacks, every 3 seconds getting hit isn't that hard to manage, like keeping it 3 seconds or more. My second passive is every time I use my primary, my daggers, I get more attack speed. And if you keep chaining it, you can get a lot of attack speed like what I have right now. It also goes off when the laser hits something. It's like it's tied to the laser as well. But when you stop using your base attack, the base attack stops hitting stuff, then you lose all of your attack speed. And part of the reason why the attack speed on this guy is so good is because whenever I use my daggers like this, I can destroy projectiles like arrows, kind of like how you saw that my little frying pan shield thingamabob can block them. So can... That almost crushed me. So can my daggers if they are lined up correctly when the projectile hits me. And obviously having more attack speed means the daggers are up more often, and they will be able to destroy almost all the projectiles, actually. It's pretty reliable when you have the max attack speed from the second passive. And the third passive is what makes this character pretty strong in higher difficulties. You have a 10% chance, and that's higher because I have luck, so it's probably more like a 16 or 17% chance right now, to lower a target's health by 5%. And on normal mode, this ability is complete garbage. It will do almost nothing for you. But on higher difficulties, when the bosses have a lot of health, because it works on bosses too, that might seem overpowered, but I'd like to place emphasis on the fact that it says their current health, not their max health. So if it goes off on a boss 20 times, that boss isn't dead. That boss will probably be nowhere near dead, depending if you're playing like a really high level. But it still helps you do lots of damage on higher difficulties to like everything, just passively. You don't even need any sort of damage items for it, it just works on its own. Sorry. And it also goes off whenever the laser hits something. You might hear a little sound effect. I tried to recreate it with my mouth as best as I could. Oh, the little skeleton guy hit me with his skull. But yeah, that little sound effect is whenever that vicious cuts passive is going off. And you probably won't notice it doing much since stuff dies in 2 or 3 attacks anyway. But on higher levels, if you don't have lots of damage output normally, you will definitely notice this. It will do stuff for you, and you'll appreciate it. Okay. This trap is probably the bane of my existence. This trap requires very tight weaving through the gaps. And yeah, you get a chest, you need a key to open it. And now, you might be wondering why I'm so scared, because I said I have a chance to avoid a hit every 3 seconds, right? Well, for some reason, that doesn't work on the boulder or crusher traps, because I guess that it makes things a little bit overpowered in this area, in this pyramid campaign, which makes sense, but also terrifies me. Because it means you have to avoid the traps nearly perfectly, and then, like, actually perfectly when you're playing higher difficulties. Because you see my armor and resistance are getting bumped down a lot. So, yeah, that's a thing that happens. And yeah, the boulders and the crushers both hit you super hard. Like, if you're starting out and you haven't beaten any difficulties yet, like if you haven't beaten normal mode, and you're doing this, the boulder is probably instant death if it hits you. So maybe don't get hit by it. That's my words of wisdom. Secrets are fun, especially when they don't have items. Okay. Guys, I'm smart, okay? I just freaking... Okay. Yeah. I am a smart individual. I am the smartest individual. It's okay. With, when you start off with Lucky Charm, you can get up to about 60 curses before you really start noticing the effects of it. And in the third act, you get an opportunity to remove a lot of curses, so, like, I'll live, don't worry. I will be fine. I'll be fine. Okay, that was concerning. I'm not gonna die, you are. Yeah, like, when you play this game in multiplayer, you have soul linking, so that way, after your friend dies and you revive him, then you're soul linked, and then if he dies again, you both die. And, like, that's always fun. That's always, like, a fun little side effect to work with. I probably should have just gone for these. Oh god, Go! Should have gone earlier. What kind of chest is this? It's gold. Wow, I was expecting a better item. Not that blowgun is, like, awful, but it doesn't help me out very much in this very specific situation. Yeah, so I just got cursed like 8 times in that whole area for no reason. That's kind of nice. This is the boss. Oh, I got cursed some more. That's lovely. I'm so happy that happened. I have 50 curses now because I kind of just clocked out at the end. I was like, you know what? I don't care. Whoa, wait. Why is the game frozen? Why is the game frozen? Oh no. Uh-oh. Hang on. The sound is still working. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. You just missed, like, all of that. Hopefully this will work. Okay. It should be working now. Wow. Isn't that great? Discord overlay, go away, please. Thank you. There we go. Well, that's kind of crummy. That was odd for the sound. Oh geez. The sound is really acting up. Okay, hang on guys. Let me just try and reconnect this. Come on, Discord overlay, go away. Thank you. Okay, hopefully it doesn't have that sound issue again. Oh. Well. I'm a little bit angry. It crashed. It like completely forgot that my run ever happened. Well then. Wow. Safe to say I'm not pleased with this. You know what? I bet I'm so good that, well, oh, I don't have a lucky hat. Let me sell a little bit. I bet that I'm so good as Thief that I don't even have to play the game. Give me either staff or the staff of unstable casting or a lucky hat. Come on, give me it. Give me. Alright, staff of volatile casting. And then I'll craft lucky hat at this thing. And then I'll just run straight to the boss. I might hit a couple of sarcophagi too. But, yeah. Wow, wasn't that great? I'm very happy that that happened. Starlight Stinger, Last Sin, and all my other lovely things that I had. Alright, so that past, like, I don't know, 45 minutes or so was a complete and utter waste of time. I'll still turn on found stuff. I'm not that upset about the last gold. Throw my money in. Oh, I need keys though. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Whatever, I'll just sell ore. I really shouldn't, but I will. Sometimes life decides to shove a foot up your ass. And you just gotta deal with it. That's trivia crack. Don't worry about that. Okay. Actually, I'll probably play the whole thing again. There. Can you not crash now? NG plus 5. Woohoo. I have to do it all over again. Isn't this fun? I think it's because I had tied it with my iPad and then I suddenly shut off my iPad and then it was like, wait, what happened? And it assumed it had crashed. That was probably bad on my part. I should have been more careful. Well, I hope you guys like Desert. Because, we have more of it to go through again. I'll try to be quick about this. He says as he stalls against the tree for a second. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. I was really looking forward to absolutely destroying the boss in that run. I lost the epic item that I got. I'm triggered now. Not that I would have needed it, but yeah. It's annoying, for sure. Hate it whenever the game crashes, especially if it's during an NG run. Here's our first store. An unexpected gift. That's kind of good. I'll take this for damage and that for the map. I'll take that for damage and the map for the map. What are you gonna give me? No, I don't. I want to hold on to it. Why do you always pop up asking me if I want to send my gold to town in the first act? Like, why would I ever do that? What sane person would do that? Probably not even that much here. I'll probably just like willy-nilly my way through this. I'm sorry, I'm in a bit of a sour mood now. I don't think it sent any of the resources back either. So all that ore and gold I collected is now gone. Oh well, I'll live. Not happily, but I'll live. Yeah, there wasn't that much here. Can you not? Thank you. It's okay, it's okay. Shit happens to everyone. Ah, stop. Ah, there's the sarcophagus here somewhere, because there's curse potions. That's not, I'm not gonna test that. Oh, cool. Hey guys, look, I can just throw knives constantly. Isn't it great? I can throw knives constantly. What's in here? Oh, thank you. Oh, you're really making it up to me. You're really making it up to me. Lucky horseshoe. Great thing to start with. You must feel really guilty about what you did. Now go sit in the corner and think about what you did wrong. And don't come out of your room until tomorrow morning. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shoot. I wish I could sound like Chewbacca when I did that. Just like, yeah, I'm not even gonna try. Wait, I just just realized, does the little scorpion pop out of the big scorpion? Or is he just there? I feel like he was just there. I don't think any little scorpions pop out of the big ones. Oh, okay. So it's like a net. Sorta. Hopefully I'll remember that. I could take a picture of it, but try and remember. So it's a good way to improve my memory. Good incentive to remember things is to play video games where you gotta, you know, remember things. Stinger's great. I had that last time. Thank you for that. Stinger's great for all of the physically damaging knives I throw out. Okay. Now, if you know me personally, like, very closely, like, basically if you go to my school, and are very closely acquainted with me, there's maybe 2 people potentially watching this. And you know me and this game. I love Seal of Souls. It is probably my all-time favorite item. Because, see, especially for this caster build that I have, I get hit and I lose all my mana, right? This thing makes me do, I know it doesn't say it because of my silly little item mod, but it makes me do more damage for the less mana I have. The less mana I have, the more damage I do. And if I have no mana, I do double damage. Because I have it upgraded. Oh yeah, it's one thing I forgot to point out. The little plus next to an item in like the top left means I have attuned it, or basically upgraded it. So it is now basically twice as good. And the reason I say basically is that some of the items are weird and that they don't like work exactly as you might think. It's a little confusing. Basically any like percentage roll item, instead of doubling the chance of the roll, it just does 2 separate rolls. And then there's like a small chance that they both land. So then it's not quite twice as good, but almost. If you play this game, you know what I'm talking about. It's like having 2 of the item, not doubling the item's effects. Okay, we should be done here. I'll try to keep a better watch this time that the stream is actually working properly. I think the sound might be slightly desynced. I just noticed. Okay, wait, let's see. If I close it, and close it, and then if I close this app and reopen it, here, hopefully it'll fix that. I mean, the gameplay was fine and all, but Yeah, I want to, like, optimize it as much as I can. Make it as juicy sweet as possible. Oh. What is, what's going on this end? Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go, that's a little better. Now it's lining up pretty close to what's actually happening. That's good. I'm happy that that little simple thing worked out. Okay. Well, almost on the desert again. Come on, Thief, use your little legs. Finish the area so that I can go to the next area, so that I can win sooner. Oh, jeez. Wasn't expecting to take damage. But I didn't die, so that's alright. That's okay. Yeah, the sound's still lining up okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Oh. None of these are overly great. Sure. More health and armor. I don't know. Well, I don't have tons of armor anymore, so that's probably actually not a bad thing to get. Yeah, the reason I had so much before was because I started off with a bunch from an item. I don't have that item now. Because somebody decided to scrap the run. Silly computer. Okay, time for the rematch against the giant crust worm. The run is going good enough. Where's the boss? There he is. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Oh, come on. Stop moving your head. How am I supposed to inflict damage upon you if your head is negative right there? There, go, 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 go. Crank out the damage. Look at that, see? Seal of Souls, I just blew that guy to pieces. Talisman of Decay, also pretty nice. Mr. Genie gets to have his little visit now. I always pop him here just because I want him to have a little visiting time. Ring of Transmutation, that item sucks. Not on its own, but for what I'm doing, it sucks. No hate on the item. I understand the people that use it, and it's actually quite good in the ways that they use it, but when I lose all my mana when I get hit, getting a quarter of my damage back as mana is kind of not very helpful. But obviously, if you don't lose mana every time you get hit, that item can be pretty good. I don't know, I don't really find myself having mana problems in any characters anyway, so it's not really an item that I need. Is this a sarcophagus? It is. Oh. Oh boy. You know what? Screw it. I want it. I want the item. I want to have this item again. I'm gonna overcurse myself for it. Because I want the item. I want it so bad. There. This run is now, like, almost as good as the last one was. I think I see a merchant over there. Oh yeah, I have Seal of Souls. This run is better. This run is better just because I have Seal of Souls. Oh! Oh! The sound did a thing, but then it fixed itself, so no need to worry about that, I guess. Yes. I'll take this for more resistance and skill power, and I'll take Spiked Flail, or I'll take primary damage. Because whenever you have Thief, primary damage is doubled in its effectiveness. Like every other character only attacks once. But Thief is the only character that attacks twice. So he is a nice, fun, happy time with any extra damage on base damage on the primary items, because he gets more value out of it than any other character. Okay, we should be getting things wrapped up faster than last time, just because I lack the patience to do this again. Now you'll see the enemies are just gonna stupidly walk into the boulders, and they're gonna be totally fine because they have a lot more health than I do. He takes that damage, it means very little to him. If I take 130 damage, which I'd probably take more than because I think his armor is higher than mine, I'd be in a bad situation there. Ooh, don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Also, Duelist Edge is nice. Evasion items are always sweet. Okay, that should mark basically the end of this floor. And the stream still seems to be working out fine. Oh boy, that's a lot of things. This is probably how the sound gets desynchronized. My poor little device can only handle so much. This is a trap where boulders come out. And there's 3 parts to it. This is the next part. Oh boy. Oh, what fun it is to not get crushed by giant stone slammer things. What do we get? Scarab of protection. I mean, okay. What's in here? Glowing staff. It's sparkly. Yay! I love sparkly. I shouldn't have gone there, and I didn't. It'll line up eventually, right? Aha! Look at me, making all the smart plays. I'm very frightened, in case you couldn't tell. I mean, that's fine, I got it. Lesser sphere of time. Time is money. Oh, I should have made that in the description. Oh well, that's okay. Yeah, throw around your dangerous kitchen utensils. Oh, another sarcophagus. Oh boy. Oh, level up. Sweet. I'm level 63. Oh. Is the game doing alright there? It looks like it's currently existing. Oh boy. What's going on with the stream here? Oh. Okay. I just saw some weird little flashes that were staying on the screen. I mean, this is a free method of doing what I'm doing. I'm not expecting it to be perfect in any way. I should be fine with just this. Shouldn't need anything else. Because my mana restoration is fine. I also don't want to get too many curses before Act 3. Protective powers. Protection? Why, thank you, good sir. Alright, we're almost back to where we were. Hopefully the game doesn't bug out here and decide to be stupid. Okay. My thief is walking. Last time he wasn't. That's an improvement on its own. Ooh, stiletto. Now I get to ignore even more enemy armor. Get that. Oh, I think one of them landed a curse on me. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I honestly couldn't tell. So much going on. Vigorous restoration. Healing. By the way, guys, if you're new to this game and you wonder what the monoliths do, all their effects are here. Right now I have a lot of health regen, and I take half damage from everything, including those nasty boulders. Cape of a Flame Walker. Oh boy, now I get to burn enemies just by standing next to them. It doesn't do a lot of damage though. Like, it'll kill them after a while. That's just because it's landing critical hits. Oh shoot, what was the pattern? It was like the net, right? Oh. Hang on. The sound's acting up again. Yeah, no one expected this to be perfect, but it's possible, so that's what I'm happy about. There we go. We good? I think we're good. Okay. Alright, here we go. So this was the net, right? So it goes like... I think it... Uh-oh. That's not good. Did it friggin' crash again? Did it friggin' crash again? Oh, no. I really don't want to do a third run of this. If I do a third run, I'll just do it off camera. This is irritating me. I'm just gonna check, guys. Hang on. It's gonna make me start over. No, it's not! Okay! Alright. Wow. I'm happy. Just gotta launch this up again. My apologies for the technical problems, but this is the most reliable thing I could do. Because I tried doing this on Streamlabs earlier, and it cut out a lot, and you couldn't hear my voice because I don't have a microphone. I only have my iPad. Yeah, there we go. Please work. Okay. It's gonna make me do the puzzle again, that's fine. There we go. Alright. Let's keep on trucking. Yeah, if it's not going to be reliable during kind of laggy moments, then I might not do super high NGs in this, because yeah, the game tends to lag when that happens, because there's a lot of enemies on screen, and there's a lot of information about each enemy, because it has to apply all the NG plus stuff, and it just starts running slow sometimes. There's not much you can do. There's always technical limitations. And I don't exactly have the best computer to be doing this on. But it's working. The sound is synchronizing pretty well. Oh, that's it. We're done. Okay. I have a lot of curses. In case you guys didn't realize. So I'd like to not get any more. Okay, I'm actually gonna be patient and, like, maybe try and actively dodge these. Because I'd like to not have a million curses exiting this fight. Oh god, there's 6 of them now. Oh, 2 of them disappeared. Come on. Come on, little necromancer lady. There we go. Queen Iris. More like you're dead. That was a great roast. Okay. By the way, that was the boss fight you probably didn't get to see last time. She's annoying because she curses you for 5 each on those skull attacks. And they're pretty annoying to avoid. This is a little secret over here, by the way. You need glass walks to get it. It's just a free key. It's usually not worth getting. I just instinctually get it all the time, but if you have keyring, it's kind of worth it to go over here, because you can get an ace key out of it, your keyring effect. Okay. It's turned out nice. Dude, I was just thinking, Lamau, can we get another epic item for the win? And then I did. I got Crown of Kings and Queen's Tiara, so I have, like, double my base health, plus a little bit more from other items. That's cool. Alright. I hope that the graphics on this don't make my computer confused. Okay, so you might be thinking that you're high or something. You're not. This is actually happening in the game. We're going through a magical time rift that kind of looks like a drug trip, but it's not, I promise you. You are completely sober. This is going to teleport us to every floor of the upper pyramid. And here we go. This is the upper pyramid. And this is the last act of this pyramid campaign. I will wait to get that chest. So I was hesitant to mention. We got Bloodthirst Ring, which means we have extra lifesteal. That's good. I always like that. Okay, this is also the one act where I'm gonna have to be really careful about making sure there's not too many enemies on the screen. Because if there are, that would be bad. It's not what we want. Alright, so in this act you can visit these little portals and you can summon the genies. You don't do that because you want the genies there, you do that because it removes curses on you. So yeah, you can remove lots and lots of curses. You get 5 per portal on the first floor, 7 in the second, and 9 in the third. And then there's the final boss. And then we are done the pyramid campaign on our thief. On +5 anyway. Okay. Queen's items are great because they get rid of curses. King's items are great because you can get attack and skill speed. And I can't afford anything else. I'll come back here when I can afford stuff. I don't know what I'd want. Maybe the ore game. This is another sarcophagus. What is in here? Oh, I absolutely want this. And sure, let's get a little bit more. Let's get beefy in these curses. I can take it. I'm a man, I can take it. Not that I condone the whole men can't have emotions thing. Oh boy, that's poison. Can I like... Yeah, I can hookshot my way all the way across here. Come on, give me some diamonds. I want to go back to the store. I'll probably get the assassin dagger so that I can make quicker work of the boss. Also, I just picked up a bunch of ores. Not much I get out of it at this point. Yeah, plus I also kind of want to end this run before it potentially crashes again and makes me start over a third time. Because that would not make me a happy camper. It would make me a very unhappy camper. Is there like an area that... No? Okay, I just have to go to the right and then come back. Okay. Just give me some money, please. Money, please. Pop the bridge down. No money. Oh, shoot. Gotta be careful. There's a lot of stuff on the screen. There's some money, finally. I'll go get the assassin dagger and head back over. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be here much longer. I've rarely ever played all of Act 3, so I usually don't have to. I'll show you guys this trap, though, because this trap's kind of scary. Like, I'll avoid a lot of the damage, but if you don't avoid a lot of the damage, this trap is kind of spooky. Ah, ah, ah! Ah! Remember, we cannot ever evade the crushers, so don't get hit by those. Good job, Thief. I'm proud of you, buddy. You're really proven to be a good character today. Sorry for having to put everyone through the same run 2 times, but not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Hey! Someone's finally here! Hi, Bleaks. How are you doing? I've had to play this run twice because it crashed at the end of the last one. I'm very happy about that. Oh, really? Thank you. It's very kind of you. Yeah, I'm currently working out some, like, yeah, that is unfortunate. I'm working out, like, his... What you're seeing right now isn't technically being streamed off of a computer. I'm sending it from my computer to my iPad, and then I'm streaming it off my iPad because that's the only setup I have available to me at the moment. But, I think I, like, closed it on the iPad, but the computer got confused and it thought the game crashed. And then when I booted it back up, it sent me back to town. I got back here relatively quickly, though. It took me only, like, half an hour. I'm living in 2019. I was very happy that there's a way to do this off of an iPad. I was surprised that such a method existed. Alright, have a good night, and thanks for the raid. I'm assuming that's what this is. I haven't streamed in a while, but yeah, I'm assuming this is a raid. Host raid, okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, thanks. Oh yeah, I just blocked all the fishes. So, hello everyone from Bleaks' stream. If anyone's around and wants to talk, please feel free, because otherwise I'll just be talking myself, and that's not horrible or anything, but, you get a little lonely after a while, you know? Ooh! Ooh! Oh, okay. That's fine. Nobody said I had to do it perfectly. Because that certainly isn't happening. I mean, I've done that trap perfectly a few times, but when you can take a hit, who cares? Oh, don't mess up the sound. Don't mess up the sound on me. We don't need those problems again. Okay. What pyramid MG am I doing? I'm doing +5. Also, hello, Spatinabus? Did I say that right? I hope I said that right. I wanted to get all the pyramid +5s done, and then I was probably gonna, not tonight, but like just in general, and then I was probably gonna do some +9s on the tower, because that's my next level up to go. however people want to say it. So I can, like, say it completely backwards. Like, I can say sub and adapts. That's what it would be backwards. And it's still right. That's pretty interesting. Oh boy, this is a little bit hard on my acceptable. Oh, I missed that last message. How's the tower been treating me? In +8, wonderfully. I won every single one of my +8 runs on the first try. And I'm very proud of that. And +7, when I did those, I only died once because I was playing on a different computer the one time, and that computer is not as good as this one. Not that this one's great, but that one was, like, even worse. This computer's okay. But yeah, that one was like, it was only an office computer, because I was playing in the downstairs level of my dad's office, because that's where I hang out after school. And that computer does not run this game as well as this one does. So, when I was doing one of the +7s on that computer, I think I was fighting the Watcher, and then I, like, backed into a pillar because I didn't see it, because it was running slowly, and it crushed me and instantly killed me. But other than that, I was flawless on +7 as well. Lag is more dangerous than any enemy because there's no strategy to it. You just gotta deal with it and hope it doesn't happen. I always get stuck in a straight pot. Me too, I'm like, why am I not moving? Oh, there's a pot. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. Did the sound do a thing? The sound did a thing for me. It, like, got really staticky for a second. That tends to happen. Oh, it's doing it again. It was doing a thing. Is it better now? I think it's better now for me. Oh, maybe not. Sound just kind of does whatever it wants. Well, this run's almost done, so after this run, I'll restart the game and see if that fixes it. It seems like it's okay when there's nothing on screen, at least. But then with a bunch of things, the game's like, ugh. The sounds are concerning, but we're almost there. Just a little bit more. Oh yeah, it's having some real issues. You know what? We'll just pop a portal and go straight to the boss. Because he should die anyway. Oh yeah, I'm noticing it. It's not doing too healthy. Yeah, like I got a fair amount of damage output. I got like 2 of the manuals, and one of them is this one. I have like a really high crit chance because I have a high luck and just a bunch of skill crits, and I have Stinger and Stiletto, so I ignore a lot of this guy's armor. I have Seal of Souls. Yeah, he's gonna die. I got him. And there we go. That was pretty easy. Okay, and there were 2 things I really wanted to... Yeah, thank you. GG. That was pretty good. There were 2 things I really wanted to upgrade on this guy. I wanted to get this, because statues are unbelievably expensive, and I wanted to get this. And I think I'll save my stars for now in case if there's a rare I really want. So... yeah, I'll just go ahead and restart the game to see if that fixes the sound. Yeah, I was gonna go for that soon, for sure. Okay, so now I think what I do is I close this, then I go back and reopen it, and then I click that, and I relaunch it. Oh, and it says it needs to update Steam. I guess I'm ignoring that for now. Oh, no. Close Discord. Go away. Sound's not doing too good, is it? Oh my god, no, it's not. Okay, let's immediately close this. Let's do that Steam client thing, because that might be making it unhappy. It's running so slow. Please. Let me close it! God damn it! Close! I can't even click the button because the mouse moves so slow. Oh my god, please. Save me. Alright, you know what? Let's Alt F4 this thing. There we go. Let's, I'll just restart Steam while that happens. Oh my god. Yeah, this is actually my first day getting back into streaming after like half a year. I haven't done much since school started, but now school's almost done. And I have more games to play, because I'm able to do this off of a computer now. So, any game that's here, I will likely stream. I don't play a few of the games I own that much, but all the Steam stuff, like, I plan on playing this, maybe some of this. I need to get back into this game. This, maybe this. I don't know. But for now, we're playing this, obviously. Vivbot just ranked up to level 2. Okay. I think the sound is better now. No Discord overlay, because that makes it flash in the bottom. Just got back from university, so yeah. I'm a little concerned about the upper years of university. I think I'll be okay at the start, though. So Priest I will probably do next on the Pyramid. I'll just go get him set up. Oh, here we go. Great items to start off with. There. Now we go to the anvil and get ourselves the lucky hat. Which, by the way, no rabbits were harmed in the making of this product. Just thought I'd let you know. And I play Priest kind of weird, but it works, so it's fine, I would say. Yeah, that's absolutely how it is. Same thing with ace keys. You either get 4 keys and 1 chest at the end, or 4 chests and only the 1 key at the end. Shoot, what else do I get? I like this. I like Hammer Time. What other ones do I use? I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, this one. Hammer Time and... I like Enchanted Slammer too. It's also good for the Genie because he has a lot less armor than he does resistance. And yeah, Hammer Time. It's a little bit dangerous, but as a priest with my unnaturally high ability to heal, plus my like lifesteal that I bought, it's pretty good. Yeah, I like Stab in the Dark. It is probably, I'd say, my second favorite drink. Really close with Incendiary. Incendiary is so fun, and so is Stab in the Dark. Just allows for so much damage. Okay, Fountain. I like to go the top 4 things, and then Abundant Shops, and then these 2. And then I go with mini bosses, because they pop up in one floor, you can deal with them on all the floors, realistically. And then no elevators and no fountains. Yeah, I use Stab in the Dark on Paladin, Priest, and Gladiator, and I have, like, basically the same drink setup for all of them. What am I? I need to change my statues. I got all the items. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, I think I just gotta change statues now. Oh, and I got a ore. I gotta, like, ore. And then dump all this in here. So I like Kyra, unlike everyone. And then for you, I definitely want Callus. And I also want... I don't usually get a lot of poison items. I like Balgarth on Priest. I think Balgarth is pretty fun. And also quite useful. Yeah, okay, I think we're all ready to go. I just changed my statues. We got drinks, fountain, items, anvil. It's the right setting. Yeah, ready to go. Let's hop in here. Yeah, I used to play Priest as like a skill-focused character, but ever since the DLC and like update with that, and they changed the way that Unbalanced Essence works, because I always used that on Priest, and then they changed it so that you lose mana every time you cast skills, and like, I like that change. I think it's way better now than the resistance thing was. The only problem is that, whenever I played Priest before, I already had mana management problems. And then if I used that drink in that case now, I'd have even more mana management problems. So, I was thinking about it, and then I tried around with the different blessings. Because I used to have the hammer in every one, and then I realized that wasn't exactly the best idea. And I really like the Blast Wave blessing on this guy. And yeah, I just started making him focused on the primary attack because he heals so much. And he blocks a lot of damage. And it worked out a lot better than me trying to run a skill build on him would have worked out. The only problem is that hitting these things is annoying. I guess I can use the laser to kill these guys, because they have, like, no health. Oh, here's the merchant. What are you gonna give me? Priest is strange, because it's like his health is low, but he's tanky. And he heals a lot, but then his damage output's kind of low. He's very strange. I think Disarm is pretty good. Because with my high luck, that'll go off like half the time. And it does it like the blast wave area. I like how the fourth tier lets you lifesteal and also use the other like effects on your base attack, like the disarm or the stun or whatever else you got rolling with you. Yeah, all the fourth tier blessings are really cool. The only one I don't like is the bomb, because I tried it on most characters and I can't find myself able to hit anything with it. But I like all the other three ones. Like, I like the blast. I have blast wave on priest, paladin, and gladiator. I have the laser beam on thief, ranger, and warlock. Okay, so it's like shaped like a diamond. I should be able to remember that. And then I have the hammer on wizard and sorcerer. I just don't see much use for the bomb. Yeah, it seems very situational. That's what I was thinking too, because the hammer gives you some sort of physical damage, and I know one day in the wiki everyone was like having a big discussion that like, oh yeah, magical damage is better because more enemies are less resistant to it. And that makes sense and all, but having a variety for those enemies that aren't is still probably not a bad idea. Are we done this floor? The desert takes so long in comparison to what you get. Ah, I didn't realize there was a sandbank there. Yeah, because I guess a lot of the bosses, it's a little dangerous most of the time to cast meteors, and then blast wave and the flame breath don't do tons. I mean, like, Flame Breath is okay, but yeah, having the extra hammer throw in there, it does really help against, like, targets that take more than a few hits to take down. Oh yeah, the fourth blessing does get all the add-ons. I actually tested that, and yeah, I tested that early on when I was doing, like, I think +2 or something with the Gladiator, and I was like, I wonder if the Incendiary works on the hammer also. And I made sure I was a good distance away from one of the dummies, and I shot hammers at it, and I lit myself on fire, and I did a lot more damage than I had before taking the drink, so yeah, I was able to figure that out. There are a few questions I've had to ask about the DLC, but a lot of the things I just feel smarter when I figure it out on my own. Even if, like, you know how, like, when you purchase the map, it puts the little icon at the top pointing in which direction you gotta go? It took me, like, 5 or 6 runs in the pyramid to realize that that's how that works. I, like, purchased it, and I looked at the map, and I'm like, where am I supposed to go? Is one of the arrows supposed to be glowing? Why do all the directions look the same? And then I looked up, and I was like, wait a minute, this is an icon that's pointing somewhere. Is this perhaps the direction I'm supposed to leave? And then it was, and I was like, wow, don't I feel smart now? Yeah, I feel like this game can kind of get away with being cryptic because they, like, link the wiki and the Discord right there. But for people who aren't really involved in game communities and they just play games very casually, oh, this is good. I'll take that, sure. And, I don't think I need this. This is a tune, by the way, because it was, like, back when I made a skill-centered priest. I don't really do that anymore. Yeah, I'll just take this stuff. Wait, is the sound lining up okay with the actual attacks? I think it is. I know earlier it was kind of messed up when there was no one raiding here. I was, like, throwing knives and it had, like, almost a second delay to when the knife actually came out. It did just desync. Should I restart and see if, like, close the game and reopen it and see if that fixes it? Because that worked pretty good when no one was here. Oh yeah, I can notice that. That scorpion shot hit me a lot before that sound effect went on. Yeah, I noticed it from the curse bottle. Well, we'll leave it sit for a little bit, and yeah, no, that gold took a minute to register. I'll just restart it. It's okay. Okay, that should be good. What is it? Discord, what are you? No! Discord, go away. I think we're good. I know it was, like, spazzing out green and stuff a minute ago, or a little bit ago, but that's just because Discord likes to bother me while I'm playing games. It should hopefully be good now. Is the sound all nice and not desynced anymore? It sounds better for me, because I can hear it coming out of the iPad. Yeah, it's doing okay now. Yeah. Ooh. Seal of Souls, your mounts manual beasts. I think I love Seal of Souls. I love it. I said it in like the last run when I got it. It's probably my favorite item in this game. Especially because most of I think actually all of my character setups involve me losing mana in some way. Like, for all of my melee setups, where I'm using the primary a lot, I use Enchanted Slammer, which runs down my mana quite a bit. And then all my caster setups, I use Kinetic Kiss, where if I'm hit, I lose all my mana instantly. Which is great for Seal of Souls. It's the main reason I like it so much. It works so well with the caster setup. Yeah, I haven't actually used Overflowing Physique for any sorts of NGs because I've always just been able to manage with the other ones. But I definitely think it's a pretty good drink. Like, I made a sheet one day, like I think it was a Google Doc, and I ranked all the drinks, and I think I put Overflowing Physique as A. Because, yeah, I can definitely see myself swapping out, like, Mellow Mist, maybe. I think Mellow Mist for a common is quite good, but if the movement speed thing gets annoying, or the 10% damage reduction starts to not be enough, I'll definitely try out Overflowing Physique, because I definitely agree that it is one of the better drinks in the game. Yeah, I don't really have too much of a problem with the negative armor resistance just yet. I start some runs with like -40 or so, but I usually finish all the runs with positive armor and resistance. And then the game likes to give me high health items like Markham's Amulet, which I have attuned on everyone, and the giant boots, and just like a bunch of other health items. Crown of Kings is always great to get. But yeah, 50% more health. It's not exactly 50% more damage reduction, but it allows you to take 50% more damage at max health and not die. That's kind of the way I see it. And then, yeah, obviously, if you have a lot of Sorcerer class titles, the downside is not that bad, because you restore mana fairly quickly anyway. And ooh, silver. Yeah, ending the game with -40 does sound kind of scary. That's why whenever I fight the dragon, I'm always a little overly careful to make sure he doesn't stump me. Because I recently learned that the stomp actually penetrates 2/3 of your character's armor, and the way that that's programmed is that, say, okay, I have 21.8 armor right now, so if I got hit by it, it wouldn't consider it as if I have, like, What's a third of it? A third of this, like 7 point something. It wouldn't do the damage calculation as if I had like 7 point something armor. It cuts off 2/3 of all your positive armor. So the base, the items, the upgrades, and the class titles. 2/3 of that is gone when Thundersnow stomps you, and then after that, it applies all of the negative NG effect. That's why the stomp is so deadly. Like, yeah, the base damage is only 175, but it can easily get way higher than that when you go into the higher NGs. Yeah, reinforced gloves and tower shield, that's like... I really like those. Like, I only just started, like, after the DLC came out to realize how helpful tower shield is, but I always liked reinforced gloves. Yeah, those are definitely two very good defensive items, and I think I'm actually going to attune them on everyone very soon. Because I've done, like, most of the armor items, and I think after I get both the ore items done, the pickaxe and the Markham Stone, that I will definitely make those a target on everyone. Especially the wizard, because Lord knows he needs it. Yeah, wizard I find fun in I like him in a fun sense, but in like a practical doing well sense. I think about it and he's like, yeah, this guy's not very great defensively. Wow, a lot of these items kind of suck. This one's okay, so I guess I'll take it. Feel free to judge any decision I make. I'll probably have a few people shaking heads at some points in my runs. Because I do willingly admit I play this game differently than a lot of people do. Because I know you can make yourself, like, unbelievably, unstoppably tanky and just sit there and tank damage and stuff, or I know that at least used to be a strategy before the DLC, and that was like the main strategy, but I never did that because I just didn't find that very enjoyable. Because you think about it, it's a game, right? I want to play it and enjoy myself to some extent while playing it. And I personally would not take much interest in sitting there and not doing a lot as my form of combat. Yeah, that's also why I don't like... I know a lot of people play Paladin over and over, and they say he's not that fun, but you can easily push with him. I like to play all of the characters almost equivalently, so that I'm never bored of playing the same character over and over. The only exception being that I play Paladin a little more for farming, but other than that, as far as like progression runs go, I like to clear the current NG with everyone before advancing to the next one. I think I'm done here. I can't get any more curse potions because I have no curses left. Yeah, whenever I'm doing a new NG in the tower, recently I've just been... Did I like just not look at the map? It's something I tend to do on occasion. I'm just like... Also, Also, this skill, I forgot I had this. I don't think I've used this at all. There you go. I told you I'd make a couple of questionable decisions while playing. That's okay, he died. No problem. Mr. Genie, have a look around. I know there's like no reason to do this, but I just like to pop out the genie to give him a breath of fresh air. Okay, Act 2. Wait, I've also read that there can be like an ace key up here occasionally. I've never actually seen one, but on the wiki it says that there can be an ace key, like, I think, like, here. Not sure if that's true or not. I'm not gonna doubt it unless if, like, multiple people say it's not true. It's just, I've never had one. So I like to look and see. Now comes the part where I, like, plow through everything. And also maybe offset the sound. Oh yeah, the sound's gonna do some things. The sound's definitely gonna do some things. There we go, look at that, I have no mana. Seal of Souls. The exciting floors. Yeah, where if you're like a casual player and you're watching this, you're like, wait, what is going on? Why is the screen all dark? I don't know, I like the lower pyramid more than the desert. The desert I find is kind of long. Yeah, I've noticed that. Particularly the sorcerer, who excels at bouncing his shots off of walls. Well, what the heck do you do when there's no walls to bounce your stuff off of? Oh, that little fricker. That little fricker. He put a curse on me. There's like some things over here, right? Yeah, I'll just go get one of these. The thing I like about having high luck in the pyramid is that... How much do I have now? Like 12? Yeah, I have 12. I need like 60 curses before I start actually noticing the effects of it. What do we got? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's about all I want. I also, one thing that bothers me a little bit about the desert is how the dunes hitboxes are like bigger than what they appear to be on the map. And then I always get caught on them. Which just slows me down even more. Oh. The thing froze for me. Did it freeze for you? It's caught up for me now. I think we're good. Yeah, it froze. We should be fine now. At least it didn't crash. Like it did last run. Well, not last run, but the run before last run. That was actually my second Thief run, because the first time it decided to crash after Act 2 was done. Because that was a fun, happy time. I don't care. Curse me. I'll regret that later, but yeah. Sure. Oh boy, that was scary. Oh, the sound is horribly off. I can already tell. I will restart this again. Yeah, this is slightly inconvenient. But it works a lot better than Streamlabs did for me. Because that shit was like running super slowly, and it was making the actual game for me run super slowly, and I wasn't able to talk because that would cut out too. This, while it may look weird at the beginning because of the Discord overlay trying to bump in here, it actually works pretty alright. There's curse potions there. Okay. Does it sound good now? It seems to be good for me. Lining up pretty well. Oh, great threat. Too bad I'm leaving. Oh boy. The computer's getting upset at me again. Ah! Well. That didn't take long. Oh boy. Ah! It sounds like you're like listening to the gameplay while an earthquake is going on. I really don't want to have to close the game out every time. Is this at least, like, tolerable? Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. Now it's a little better. Yeah, now it's good. It's okay, man. Is this the boulder trap? This is. Go, priest, go. Go. And go over here, lay this thing out, and then walk over. Stinger. Sure, why not? Stinger's not bad. So I found out that you can do this without being hit. Well, okay. That wasn't supposed to happen, but you run on the first go of that, and then you run on the second go of this. Or maybe not, I don't know. I thought I had it. I thought that that worked last time. Okay, maybe I'm just talking bullshit then. I thought that I had a strategy for that one to not get hit. That's okay. This is how you do it without getting hit. Proceeds to get hit like 4 times. Is the computer gonna get angry at me diving straight into a horde of enemies again? No, it seems to be behaving itself. Okay. Should be getting close to finishing this floor. I remember when the DLC first came out, I thought the third boss was the most annoying thing ever. But now, like, looking back on it, and then comparing it to now, second boss is more annoying because of all the curses. The third boss, you can just out-damage him pretty easily. Or you can, he's only able to heal 3 times, so even if you can't out-damage him, you just gotta damage him a lot. For a lot longer. Oh, I absolutely want that. Do I have, like, good armor? My armor's not great, I'll take this. Second boss is definitely Curse Central. Ring of Transmutation. No, I don't really want this, because I want to not have a lot of mana for, Seal of Souls. Ring of Tea. I mean, I guess it does help with the shield, right? Oh yeah, because okay. Because the primary runs down. Nah, yeah, I kind of see where you're going with that. The primary runs down the mana for Seal of Souls, and then, like, the shield needs to be kept up. It's kind of strange on Priest, because you want mana on him, but at the same time with Seal of Souls, you don't want mana. What is in here? Oh, absolutely. And I'll take a little bit more armor and a little bit more attack power. Did I tune that item yet? No, I didn't. I didn't think so. Alright, let's see if the computer gets upset. It's getting upset. I can feel it getting upset. Oh yeah, I have a resistance penetration skill that I keep forgetting I have. Oh boy. What is even going on? I don't even know where anything's coming from. Give me that. I think I'm good. Yeah, this is why I never use it in any character unless if they have the Blast Chapel thing. because, like, yeah, it's a great effect, but good luck hitting literally anything. Remember when it was 2.5 seconds instead of 1.5 seconds? I still used it back when it was 2.5 seconds on Paladin and, like, no one else. Curse traps are so annoying. I remember the first time I played Pyramid NG2 and I learned that that was a thing that happened. I was like, oh god, no, why did you do this? Yeah, the damage is wonderful. Oh, yeah. I still liked it a lot on Paladin, but I didn't see any, like, other character that I could really fit it well with at that time. Now that I've changed the way I play Priest and Gladiator is a thing, I like it on the 3 of them. If I was to use it in anyone else, I'd probably get really annoyed. But it is definitely a good drink. I think I ranked it as S tier. Because being able to land a crit for, like, what is it, 640% of the normal damage currently for me. Especially when you get up to 14 luck, and then instead of being a 50% chance to land a crit, it's a 100% chance to land a crit, which essentially just multiplies your damage by whatever this would be. It would be times 6.4 for me. Oh shoot, what was this? This was the diamond, right? I think? Hey! Old man. Okay. I mean, that gives me an excuse, a valid excuse to not have to play all of Act 3. Hang on, just check what time it is here. It is... oh, it's like 11:30. Okay. After this run, I'm probably going to head on to sleep. Because I do have school tomorrow. And I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Wow, that's pretty long for me. Okay, do your worst, but please don't actually. I would hate it. Oh, I'm so glad that you died so quick. Didn't have to deal with the bullshit of the curses. Yeah, gotta make sure you're well rested for every new day. I learned that the hard way by staying up till like 1 AM more often than I should have. Yeah, it absolutely does. Because see, half the time I'm like, alright, I'm going to bed now, and then I like stay up for another hour on my phone. Just looking at memes or something. Or like watching those like short 2-minute YouTube videos that are like those little comedy animations. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, when I stay up... I stayed up, my friend had a New Year's party. And last year, I think 3 of us stayed up all night. I think this year... oh, fuck. I won't worry about that. this year, as in 2018, so I guess it would have been last year. 2018, I was the only one that stayed up all night, and at a certain point, my body just decided to clock out from feeling tired and just accept the fact that I was staying up all night. And then early in the morning was when I was like, ooh, my head is feeling the not sleeping now. Yeah, the only reason I did it, I wouldn't normally have done that, but it was, I think it was on a weekend. Well, it wouldn't have mattered if it was a weekend or not, because there's still Christmas break. And yeah, my family wasn't really doing anything overly important at that point on the Christmas break. I mean, like, we went out to, there's this thing that our city has started hosting, like, 3 years ago or so, called No One Eats Alone. And basically, you and a bunch of other people in the city go out to this one, like, place that people sometimes book for weddings and stuff. And the idea is that sometimes people don't always have someone to spend Christmas with because they may have died if the person is really old, because like if you have an old spouse that is not alive, or you have kids that live really far away now. And the idea is that you get together with other members of the community in the city, and you go eat a Christmas dinner with them, so you don't have to eat all by yourself. And I thought it was a really nice thing. It's definitely a nice idea. By the way, I'm absolutely not playing all of this act, so where's the shop and where's my chests and where's my my important areas of importance? I might not even get all the chests. I also don't want to make the computer upset though. I definitely want Claymore. Flame Tongue is likely something I want. And yeah, let's take... Oh, that's a lot of curses, though. I don't think there's tons of threatening physical damage here. I should be okay. I'd be most concerned for the genie, and he's like all magic, so... Yeah, I should be alright. Yeah, it is what a lot of people need in the holidays. You just need that one, you just need someone to show that they care. And that it's not all about the gifts. Honestly, since high school, I even stopped asking for many things. I think I only asked for like 3 things this year. 2 of which were Steam games. Yeah, I guess I'll take this. Why not? Am I the only one that finds that this item kinda sucks? Skull Smasher, like, for a rare, it's not that good. Yeah, there is wait. It froze. Oh, there we go, it's back. Yeah, because you stop really, like, I guess the kid in you's not really there, and you don't really need anything. You've already gotten everything you want. Oh, now the sound is desynced. That's cool. Should I go fix the sound again? What else do I have to get? There's a chest here, there's a curse groove portal thing over here. I'll just take the portal and head up to the next floor. And then when I'm there, I'll fix the sound. Okay, yeah, I just need to get myself in a safe spot. Stop chasing me, please. Okay, yeah. Okay, restart it. And okay. Yeah, I guess that's like one less thing that's messed up in the game, and then it won't have other things mess up as easily. I don't know computers, but that makes sense. No Discord overlay. Go away, please. Thank you. And there we go. Okay. Grab this and head on out. I likely don't need to worry about all the chests. If there are any blueprints, I'll totally grab them. Okay, any blueprints? Probably not. I've gotten a lot of them up to like 7 or 8 at this point. Not super likely to find any. Oh. Okay. Let's just, maybe be a little more careful. Oh boy. Well, there goes the sound. There we go, that's better. Delicious had a... Oh, you mean the ice beam? The ice beam where they like blast it at you? The fire lich? It's more of like a spreadsheet. No, that's just because there was like 8 of them attacking me. Each one does a spread shot of like 5. Come on, fire, pop down, go, run. Ah, good enough. What's my resistance? My resistance is not super high. Oh, right, these guys are come after me now. I'll take these 2. I really don't want these guys chasing me off when a bunch of other stuff is after me too. Oh, that's nice. Didn't see that. Go back and get that other one over there. So slow. Oh, there's two of them. Is that the one I was looking at? No, there's two. Okay. Okay, and then the other guy is way over there, okay. Oh, there's an imp. Oh, he's over here. Ace key, I'm sure that'll help. I'm sure that'll be important, because I'm definitely going to get an ace chest. Now I have to go all the way back up here. Okay, let's... Oh boy. I'm good. I'm not dead yet. I haven't even really been in a very great position of danger at any point during this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I will go get the two chests that are over here, and then I'll leave, and then I'll probably just jump straight to the boss. And we'll call it a night. Or I'll find some stupid way to mess this up and then die. But, I don't know, I feel like that is a little hard to do. And only +5. Oh, Dragon Scale Mail. Alright, we're doing good. Yeah, I also hope it is the first option. Can I, like, go up here to get these curse potions? Yeah, I just got Dragon Scale Mail out of that chest, so we should be set. Alright, or I can get cursed a million times because I lack the patience to wait for this. Now whatever. 3 portals will get rid of all of that. Yeah, I'd rather not try to fight these guys. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh. There was like 50 of them. Okay. Golden chest, I'll get that because it's like right next to me. I'll get that one too because it's easy. Hit that portal. And then just like hit other portals and yeah, that should be good. There's no blueprints or anything I'd be missing, right? Because if there's any of those, I want to go get those too. It does not appear like there is. No, there's not. Okay. Then I'll just go get this. Markham's... Okay, sure. Is it 3 Markhams? Oh, it is! Oh, okay. That's good. Oh yeah, I should be in a really good position now defensively. What else can we get out of this? I think evasion's good. And lifesteal's probably not bad. Okay, now I just gotta make a mad dash for some of these portals. My damage reduction is probably pretty great. Ooh, what's in here? Spike boots. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think that item's very good. I wish it was like, you get the 25 damage when colliding, and then like something else happened. Like how the boots of the giant is like, stunning and HP. I don't know, I just don't think that the spike boots are very great. Any like other nearby portals? I'll just go. I'll be okay. I have 12 luck. I'll survive. I will be absolutely fine. Hopefully I don't wind up eating my words. How many evasion items do I have? Just the one, or did I get any other ones? No, just the one. Okay. That's still probably like, I don't know, 20-ish% chance with the luck. Oh, ow. Just back up from you when you do that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, oh boy. There we go. The purple orb, the purple circle hit me. It was a little scary. But I got him. He's down. I'll go attune the ore items, and then the next thing I'll probably get on him is the his lovely defense. Oh, I might get that too. Yeah, for now I'll just get the ore items. Because when I run the tower with this guy, I have like a decent amount of defense. But yeah, I'll probably attune this, and that, and that before running next tower. Okay, so that was 2 pyramids today. That's pretty good progress. I'm probably going to do the other 2 tomorrow. I might stream it. I also am hoping to be able to post these on YouTube as like archives, because I think Twitch deletes the streams after a while. And I also might do some of my streams on YouTube depending on how many people watch there. If not, I'll just stay here because I want more viewers. I want people to talk to while I'm streaming. Anyways, that's gonna be it for tonight. Hope everyone watching had a good time. I had a pretty good time other than the crash. Twitch has kept some of my streams from like June of last year, but then also it's not kept ones that I did after that, so I'm not sure how that works. Might be something to do with being an affiliate and then getting unlimited keeping on your streams. Anyways, have a good night, everyone.